Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Poorboys Little Homestead. Today, I got a new product here. I got a Bosch GRL800-20HV self-leveling rotary laser. Well, we're going to open it up this morning and we're going to show y'all how you use a rotating laser. This thing sells for $500 to $550, and I just got it comes in 900 and 1,000, but the 800 it'll reach up to 200 feet, and that's way more than I'm ever gonna need one for. But it comes in a good carrying case. Comes with a pretty good little tripod, and it comes with a measuring rod. It's in feet and inches, extendable up to 8 feet. And you open the box up, you have the laser itself. This laser, you can set it on a flat surface, or you can use it on your tripod, or if you're working indoors, you can lay it vertically and it'll spin and shoot you a level line vertically. It comes with the receiver target with the clamp that clamps onto your leveling rod. The receiver runs off of 2 AA batteries. They were included. The laser itself runs off of 2 D batteries. They included 2 batteries in the little holder here. It comes with a ceiling mount. This you can mount on a ceiling. It's actually made to hang on a expanded ceiling rails. You clamp them on them extended ceiling rails, and you can hang your laser up there to get your ceiling level. It comes with the red target. This is when you ain't wanting to use the rod and the receiver. You can just hold this up by hand to get it on your level. Like if you're trying to mark a spot on that wall, I could use this over there and you wouldn't have to use your receiver. And for daylight time, when it's hard to see your red beam, you got a pair of red glasses you can put on. As long as you're using your receiver target, when that beam hits it, and we're going to demonstrate all this out here in a minute, you don't need them red glasses, because whether you can see the beam or not, when it hits this, it's going to start beeping and let you know you need to go up or down. So I'm going to set this up over here. A few days ago, I started putting a base in for a swimming pool. And I went to get my hand level and rod out to shoot my elevations, and my crosshair done broke inside my hand level. So I decided I done my pool, the base for my pool, and I just done it the old-fashioned way with a 4-foot hand level and a 2x4. But we steady been getting a lot of rain and ain't been able to erect the pool, so now that I got this, we're going to set up on it and just double check things to show y'all how to use a laser. So let's get to leveling. Alright, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to take the batteries out of this receiver to show y'all how they install. The little bracket just screws right onto the back of your receiver here. And on the back it has a little clip. You ain't got no fingernails, you need a little pocket tool. And I told y'all it used 2 AA batteries, and I'm wrong, it uses a square 9-volt battery. But you just put the battery in and close the door. I'm gonna put it right back on my level. My leveling rod clamp. And we're gonna set this up. The tripod here's got extendable legs. When you're setting up your tripod, go on and try to get it fairly level. Don't have it all jacked up. Just try to get it halfway eye level. Take your foot and smash the tripod in the ground. It's got a little place to put your foot on, that way it won't be moving. The laser mounts to your tripod. It's got a threaded hole here and it just screws on there. You don't go getting this too tight. You just give it a little hand snug with your fingers. And the 2D batteries right here on front of the laser, this knob, you just turn it to unlock. It's got an unlock symbol and a lock symbol. And slide out your battery tray. You look in your tray, it tells you which way to point your positive on your battery. 1 point's one way and 1 point's the other. Yeah, it has a little picture down there to show you. Slide your battery box back in and lock it. The red button here is your power button. When you turn it on, the light's gonna blink and it's self-leveling itself. Once it self-levels itself, the light stays green and the laser starts spinning. Now the receiver target here, the red button's the power. Turn it on. You got a volume button, and then the middle button there, you hit it and adjust how accurate you want it. I'm just holding this up there, y'all can hear it. When that laser hits it, I have to get around here for y'all to see. But like right here, when you get close, you work your rod up and down. And you see the light on top blinking, and it's got an arrow pointing down. That means I need to go down just a little bit. Adjust it back up. And it's very sensitive. When you get it dead on, the one in the middle will blink and it's blue. But to adjust the sensitive, you use the center button, because I don't want it that sensitive. I can't even hold it on that sensitive. There's the blue. So to start out with, what you would do, out in the center out there, I have a peg in the ground under that sand I'm going to set this on, and I'm going to adjust my receiver here till I get it dead center of that laser. Then all I got to do is walk around And I can tell if my sand's low or my sand's high. It needs graded down, or I need to fill in a little bit. Y'all hear it? I got it set. It's just making a steady beat, steady noise. And the blue light's on. That means I'm dead set. So now, if I want to check it up here toward this edge, when you holding this, you got to get this rod level, and it has a little eye bubble back here. You need to hold your rod level when you're getting your set and when you're holding your rod. So see, I'm having to push it down in the sand, so I'm going to take my foot and I'm going to go down a little bit. There it is. Now what I would do, I'd take me a stake, a wood stake, drive it in the ground and keep setting this on there until I get to the elevation that it's dead on. And I do this all the way around here, putting me little stakes, hubs they call them. Then I can grade my sand right to the top of them hubs, and this base will be plumb level all the way around. But for a hand level, that ain't bad. That ain't about a 1/4 inch off to do it with a 2x4 and a 4-foot hand level. So that ain't bad for a hand level and a 2x4. I'm about 3/8 off right there, high. About 3/8 high right there. And that side all the way around as close as I'm gonna get it with a, I mean, it's like this much. And what I'm gonna do before I lay my swimming pool liner out, I take my rake and I loosen the top of that sand up about a 1/2 inch. That way when you lay it on there and put your water, start putting your water, it kind of self-level that little bit of sand. But what I was showing y'all on this receiver, you got your power button, your volume button of your beat, and then you got an accuracy button. If you just spreading dirt out in the yard and you just wanting to get within an inch or something with your tractor, you don't want it set so sensitive like it is now, so you can keep pushing that button and it'll open your sensitivity up. All right, guys, up here you got your 3 buttons. You got your power button. Push it 1 time, turns it off. It's off, but the head's still rotating. I can stick my finger and stop it. 1 time turns it back on. And when it comes on, the 2 red lights will come on real quick and they go off. But if it wasn't level, the green light would be blinking. But as soon as the green light's solid green, it's done self-level. And when you're using the receiver on the rod, this button here on the left with the little curved arrow on it, it speeds up the rotation. You clicked it in, it sped up. I clicked it in, it kind of got a hesitation spin. when you're using your receiver, you want it on the fastest spinning. When you're using your hand target to get you a mark on the wall, or I'm just using that for an example, you want it, click that button until it's slow like that, it's turning slow. You do it again and it's kind of got a hesitation, it speeds up. Now the button here on the right, just say I'm wanting to shoot a line straight, because I don't want my laser spinning around. Maybe there's people off around me somewhere, and I'm gonna just be shooting straight. You use this button on the right here. It's kind of like a V with two arrows on it. You click it, and it's got a rocking rotation. It'll sit there and the laser will just rock back and forth like it, just in a little short window. That way I can get out there with my receiver and I'm working in that window. I ain't affecting nobody else. But to get it pointed in the right direction, all you do is you reach up here and turn it with your hand, and it stays in that rocking position, right in the direction you got it pointed. You punch it again, it gives it a little more window of a rock. Okay. And go back to your spin, go to your left button, click it. You want it fast, click it again. So it's a very simple tool, very handy tool. Especially when you're working by yourself, you're using no sight eye level on a tripod. You gotta have somebody else to hold your grade rod. This is a one-man operation. You can take you some hubs, and give me some little hubs. I can go around my sand here or whatever I'm leveling. Drive them stakes in there and get them dead level, and then I can level my sand to them hubs and pull them hubs back out, and I'm good to go. They got some that's cheaper than this, and some that's way a lot higher than this, but this is all I needed. I use it just to use my tractor and spread dirt here and there. You know, like I said, I've always had the hand level. I've used one of these lasers before, but it wasn't mine, so I decided I'd go and get my own. But that's the Bosch GRL800-20HV. You can get it in a 900 and 1,000. But this one here, shoot a good laser 200 foot. And I ain't gonna be working 200 foot away from it. If you never used a rod, it's marked off in feet in your red numbers. 3 feet, 4 feet. 5 feet on up to 8, but in between a 3 foot 1 inch, 3 foot 2, 3, 4. But in between you one, see 3 foot, 3 foot 8, 3 foot quarter, 3 foot and a half, 3 foot 3/4, 3 foot 1 inch, just like ready measuring the measuring tape. But it's a simple operation. Very handy tool. Also, this laser, at the same time it's spinning, it's shooting a laser like if you're working on a ceiling. You drop a plumb bob, you got a point on the ground, a known point that you want to set over. You hang your plumb bob down and let it center that, and it shoots a laser straight out of the top, that you can mark something on the ceiling or anything above you. Like I said, you can lay this one down on the ground, shoot your horizontal line, vertical line. It does horizontal and vertical. But anyway, guys, I hope this helps somebody out on maybe deciding if you want a rotary laser. Maybe you ain't never seen one or been around one. My suggestion is, if you ain't never really used one, buy the self-leveling one. Now, if you've been using levels and tripods and you can get the manual level one, but this is just not, they ain't that much more for the self-leveling, and you just set it on there. As long as you got your tripod pretty level to eye, you hit the button and it self-levels and it's ready to go. Now in the manual, it's got all kind of where you can check the calibrations and stuff on it, but that's all in the directions in the manual. Simple to do. And the higher, the 900s and the 1000s, they come with a remote control. Like if you have this hanging up on your ceiling, maybe you working a little while and you've been to take a break, you ain't got to climb up the ladder, turn it off, and you use a remote control. Or if you working 500 feet away from it, you can use remote control and turn them on and off, or adjust your laser. Some of them come where you can set 2 different grades in it. Like if you're doing dirt work and you got a step down, you can set one elevation laser and then you can set the second grade in it. Some of them you can set slope in them. You adjust your slope, and you lay in sewer line or something, you can enter your slope in there and just go down through there with your rod, and it keeps your slope going as you dig in your ditch. Like I said, this is just a basic model, all I needed. But thanks for watching, guys. God bless and have a great day.